according to the messengers sent from the Dauphin. Now, are we well resolved, by God's help and yours, the noble sinews of our power, France being ours, we'll bend it to our all. We'll break it all to pieces. Now, are we well prepared to hear the pleasure of our fair cousin Dauphin? For we hear your messages from him, and not from the king.
May it please your Majesty to give us leave freely to render what we have in charge, or shall we sparingly show you far off the Dauphin's meaning in our embassy?
We are no tyrants, but a Christian king. Therefore, with frank and uncurbed plainness, tell us the Dauphin's mind.
Sassen, in few. Your Highness, lately sending into France, did claim some certain dukedoms there, in the right of your great predecessor, King Edward III. In answer of which claim, the prince, our master, says that you savor too much of your youth, and bids you be advised. There's naught in France that can be with a nimble galliard one. You cannot revel into dukedoms there. He therefore sends you meter for your spirit, this ton of treasure.
What treasure?
Tennis balls, my liege.
In lieu of this, desires you let the dukedoms that you claim hear no more of you. This the Dauphin speaks.
We are glad the Dauphin is so pleasant with us. His present and your pains we thank you for. When we have matched our rackets to these balls, we will in France, by God's grace, play a set will strike his father's crown into the hazard. Tell him he hath made a match with such a wrangler that all the courts of France will be disturbed with chases. And we understand him well, how he comes o'er us with our wilder days, not measuring what use we made of them. But tell the Dauphin I will keep my state, be like a king, and show my sail of greatness when I do rouse me in my throne of France. And I will rise there with so full a glory as will dazzle all the eyes of France, yea, strike the Dauphin blind to look upon us. And tell the pleasant prince, this mock of his hath turned his balls into gunstones, and his soul shall stand so charged for the wasteful vengeance that will fly with them. For many 1,000 widows will this his mock out of their dear husbands, mock mothers from their sons, mock castles down! And some are yet ungotten and unborn that will have cause to curse the Dauphin's scorn. But this lies all within the will of God, to whom I do appeal, and in whose name tell the Dauphin I am coming on, to put forth my rightful hand in a well-hallowed cause. Get thee hence in peace. And tell the Dauphin, his jests will savour but of shallow wit, when thousands weep more than did laugh at it. Convey them with safe conduct. Fare thee well.
This was a merry message.
We hope to make the sender blush at it. Let all our proportions for these wars be soon collected, and all things thought upon that may, with reasonable swiftness, add more feathers to our wings. For, God before, we'll chide this Dauphin at his father's door. Therefore, let every man now task his thought, that this fair action on foot be brought.
Now all the youth of England are on fire, and silken dalliance in the wardrobe lies. And from the tents the armourers, accomplishing the knights with busy hammers closing rivets up, give dreadful note of preparation. Now thrive the armourers, and honour's thought reigns solely in the breast of every man. For now sits expectation in the air, and hides swords from hilts unto the point with crowns imperial, crowns and coronets, promised to Harry and his followers. Fire answers fire, and steed threatens steed in high and boastful neighs, piercing the night's dull air. Then should the warlike Harry, like himself, assume the port of Mars, and at his heels, leashed in like hounds, should famine, sword, and fire crouch for employment.
But when the blast of war blows in our ears, then imitate the action of the tiger. Stiffen the sinews, conjure up the blood, disguise fair nature with hard-favored rage.